case, we're talking about foxgloves, not just purple, a different height than you've probably seen before, a whole lot of blooms compared to what you're used to. 4 pieces for a QVC price of $29.58 with free shipping and handling. This is one collection that last I saw, I thought we might have been done for the season, but more just arrived. So if you were hoping to have this in your flower beds, let us know, but don't wait because we have just 650 left, and that is it for the season. Devin is back to show us these sweet foxgloves, share the story about the Dalmatian series, and then why these are so exceptional. So if I've posed this question a few times, I'm going to do it again. I want to give it a try, but tell me why. Why these plants?
Well, it's really a miraculous plant because this is a foxglove that is going to bloom for you in your sunny garden or in the shade starting the very first year.
Wow.
Generally, if you've ever grown foxgloves or seen them growing wildly, they will take 2 years to produce their first flowers, and then they will only flower every other year. Not to mention the typical foxgloves will grow almost as tall as I am, and when that happens, they get very floppy. The stems only produce flowers on one side of the stem, but our Dalmatian series foxgloves, they only grow about 3 to 4 feet tall, and because they grow a lot shorter, they spend all of their energy producing these thick spires of flowers.
Can we come in as close as possible to some of the blooms that Devin has his hands cupped around, because I want you to understand how they got their name.
Look at that.
The Dalmatian series. So
Those
would you explain that?
Speckles. These speckles are why they are called the Dalmatian series. And in this collection, we've planted a lot of different colors in every single pot, not just the typical purple, including, we have the purple, but also creams and oranges and reds and pinks in every pot. So when you receive your plants at home, you'll receive something.
Plant.
This is a great size plant, yeah, and they grow very quickly. So when you get it at home, go into your shady garden or your sunny garden by a fence like this. I love it next to a fence. This plant is going to grow into something that looks like this by the end of the first or second season with all of these flower spikes. Each one of these plants will produce up to 5 to 7 flower spikes, and each one of these flower spikes is full of all of these gorgeous tubular flowers.
It looks like the perfect spot for hummingbirds or butterflies.
Or a little fox's paw. That's why they get the name foxglove, because old stories have the foxes putting their little paws inside the flowers just like that. They also call them fairy gloves because a fairy might wear them as a little glove.
They do feel magical.
They
Tony,
are a very magical
how
flower.
popular are these right now? Just 550 collections now left, so please don't wait for something that I'm calling out as new, but going so quickly. Reserve yours now for that price of less than $30 to get 4 pieces, so that comes down to $7.50 per plant. And just look at these, beautiful here in front of us, but out in the yard.
In a row just like that, they will naturalize each year. This is a winter hardy perennial. Comes back every single year. It's winter hardy down to -20 degrees Fahrenheit. So even in the north part of the country, you will get flowers year after year after year. In your little nook where you like to hang out in the summertime, plant this there. In the shady areas around the home, it's very challenging to find vertical flowers that are really high performing additions to the garden.
You've got to have height, but your point about not being too tall. And that's so exciting that they spend their energy making all of the flowers instead of growing so tall and then falling over when a gust of wind comes through. These are so pretty.
We love these because they bloom for a very long time. Up to 3 months you'll have flowers in your garden. And what you see on the set is a representation of one collection after the end of the first or second season. These plants are gorgeous. This is probably a 6 to 8 foot row.
How far apart would you plant these to get the look we saw?
Yeah, I plant them about 2 feet next to each other. Line your fence, a walkway, put them towards the back of the border. You want to have that vertical interest because that's how you really get that professional, completed look in the garden. You don't want all the same shaped flowers or you know, same colored flowers. So we bring a lot of variety with this one collection. Each one of your four plants has a mixture of seeds, and that includes the pinks and the purples and the reds and the creams in each pot. Those are colors that most gardeners don't recognize as a foxglove.
We now have fewer than 350 to go around. Please, 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 I don't say that to apply pressure. I just don't want you to set your heart on this collection and then you log on later today to QVC.com and it's no longer available. Get it now while we have it. The item number is M56609. 4 pieces, 1 collection. How easy are these to keep alive?
They're a cinch to grow. We found these in 2016 at the Chelsea Flower Show in London, and it took us about 2 seasons in order to get enough quantities to bring these to you guys, and clearly we couldn't even get our hands on quite enough. And the reason that they're so outstanding is because, for one, the flowers all have these beautiful little speckles inside of them, which is why they're called the Dalmatian series. And these will be blooming in your sunny garden or the shady garden. And because the plants only grow about 3 feet tall, they spend their energy producing beautiful flowers instead of growing very tall.
Yeah, it makes sense. I hear what you're saying. It's just something that I think so few people have ever come across, but that's what they specialize in at Roberta's. Now, just 250 left, and that is it. Please don't wait. Let us know how many collections you would like. M56609. Love, love, love. Thank you, Devin.
Thank you, ma'am.
We won't have time for a full presentation, but I want to make sure you know this is available. 10 pieces of the Verbena Starry Eyes collection.